What's up guys, it's BT here, and this is a review of the Campfire Atlas, my favorite earbuds of all time and possibly headphones of all time, and they're only coming in at the low price of $1,300.
Bruh.
Alright, I know what you guys are going to be saying. BT, these cost just as much as my PC and my monitor combined. You are nuts. What are you even thinking? So my reasoning behind making this review, I know not everybody can afford these, is so that you guys can live vicariously through me and actually know what's out there and be informed that there are amazing companies out there doing great things with great earbuds and headphones. And a lot more of my amazing subs out there, you guys have been asking me to cover more of my high-end audio gear, so here it is. These are the Campfire Atlases. So unlike Beats and Sony and some of these other companies out there that use all these cheap materials, Campfire Audio actually uses that are actually warranting the price. So I'm gonna let you guys know about what materials they actually use to construct these and why they cost what they cost and how they sound. Are they worth that $1,300? If you can't tell already, yeah, they are worth that $1,300. So let's get into the review. I'm not gonna waste any more time about the price. That's the last I want to talk about the price. Let's drop the review right now. So let's start off with what comes in the box. Now it's gonna come with this leather case that has this wool inside, and it's a real leather, folks. This thing alone, I think I already felt like this thing was like worth $300-400 just for the case. That's how amazing the case feels. So dang it, I said I wasn't going to talk about price. I guess you can't really avoid it when trying to convince you guys that these are worth it. So other than that, in the case, you're going to find the silicone tips. You're going to find some foam tips. Now the foam tips are actually going to be good for isolation and transporting you into your own world. Let's say you're a commuter or you just want to listen at home and just tune out everything, tune out the world, and you want to hear everything just up close and personal. The foam tips are going to be the way to go. They've also added in some silicone tips which give you a better bass response and like resonance within the earbuds, so that's also nice. So if you're a real bass fiend and you want all the bass, like you want to gobble up all the bass, definitely go with the silicone tip. The cord is replaceable, so that if you ever break this cord, you can just replace it, or if you want to replace it with like a better cord, a better sounding cord, you can do that as well. But I don't think that will be the case ever because this is silver plated, and yeah, it feels like it. This is the best cord that I've ever had the pleasure of like holding and using on a day-to-day basis. I mean, I can just put this into my pocket, I could like throw it around, and then voila, look at that. It just goes right back to the way it was. I haven't had this tangle on me or get caught on anything. It is just an amazing cord, again, that warrants that $1,300 price tag. It's got an L-shaped headphone jack that is gold plated materials again. Now the design of the actual earbuds themselves, they are a mirror stainless steel. Amazing, guys. They're a little bit heavier than your normal earbuds, so if you're coming from like AirPods or Jaybirds, these are going to be really heavy for you, and it took me a little bit of time to get used to. And I know a lot of people were complaining that these are really heavy, but after you get used to them, these kind of just become the norm for you. And with the way these sound, you definitely will overlook that weight problem. Now you can also like loop these around the back of your ear, and that works as well, and that like kind of alleviates some of that weight, but I never feel like I have to go to that ever. So within the body of the stainless steel earbud, you're gonna find a 10mm ADLC diaphragm. Now what that stands for is amorphous diamond-like carbon diaphragm. Now what a diaphragm does is it moves and it vibrates to actually create the sound. So they put a diamond-like carbon diaphragm into these earbuds. Now sometimes with the cheaper earbuds, you're gonna get like paper, you're gonna get like plastic, and it's gonna be very cheap. Paper, diamond, I don't know, what would you guys rather have? I think I'll take my diamond any day of the week. And that leads me into how these actually sound. Now I have to tell you guys, these are the best sounding musical listening device that I have, period, within my house right now. These are the best thing that I have, and it even beats out the Sennheiser HD 800Ss. I prefer listening to music on these than the HD 800Ss. Now they're different, of course. The HD 800s are more like spacious and they're more for that 3D sound, but these are no slouch in the sound stage department either. I don't know, I'm just hearing sounds every which way. Everything everything is super layered, and it has a V shape for its frequency, meaning it's gonna have a lot of bass and it's gonna have a lot of treble clarity, and that's what you get here. And the mids are a little bit recessed, and I thought that that would be a hindrance to me, but it actually wasn't. These sound just as good as anything on the market, and even though it has that V shape, the mids and the vocals do not suffer at all. Let me tell you, everything gets its time to shine. Now, I was throwing everything at these, all my favorites. I was listening to Cascade, Deadmau5, Pretty Lights, Above and Beyond. I was listening to some rap and like Astroworld. I was listening to Drake, Scorpion, all of these like amazing albums that are out right now, and I was just blown away by how good these sound and how much air that ADLC moves into your ear canal. I mean, these things just like push so much air, even more so than like a big on-ear or over-ear headphone. I have never experienced anything like this. I mean, it really ruined every other headphone for me, an earbud for me. I mean, I try to go back to like Jaybird, and I'm like, oh, you know what, I should really go wireless today at work, or I should really go wireless today like at just, you know, commuting and things like that. And I always come back to the fact that these sound that good that it just makes me miss them, and I know that I'm not hearing my music to its full potential, and that hurts me. It really hurts, guys. It hurts me to not to know that I'm not listening to the music the way it was supposed to be listened to. So these things have really ruined music for me. They're very full. The sound is very musical. The musicality of these earbuds is just simply sensational. It's like with some of my old earbuds, I was eating McDonald's, and now I've moved up to a full-sized fillet that just has all the sides with like potatoes and string beans and everything that I could ever want. Wait, did I just compare earbuds to food? I guess I did. I don't know, you guys get the point though, right? These things are just amazing. That's just the bottom line of it, and I think it warrants the cost of these. And you know, I know not everybody's going to be able to afford these. I know that, guys. I know these cost just as much as a PC, but it is something where you can kind of build up to, or maybe one day know that there is something better out there, and that one day you can kind of like save up, or maybe tax return season's coming and you're like, you know what, I really want to splurge on myself. I already have an amazing PC, I already have all my peripherals, I have a final mouse, whatever it may be, and then you're like, you know what, I want some good earbuds. And then you go and you get the Campfire Atlases, and they blow your mind. And on the website, I read that, you know what, these will make even the biggest skeptic a believer. And I was skeptical, just like many of you guys. $1,300 earbuds. These aren't over ear, there's less materials, and why does it cost this much? Until I listened to them. Until I felt them. Until I used them on a day-to-day basis. And now I can never go back, sadly. I can't go back. I can't listen to bad audio anymore, and it pains me. It pains my wallet, guys. Trust me. Okay, warning. If you listen to these, it'll make you want to sell off everything else you own. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for the Campfire Atlases, my favorite earbuds of all time, and possibly my favorite musical device of all time, earbud listening headphone of all time. Okay, point blank, period. Everything that I get from now on will be compared to these and the Sennheiser HD 800Ss. Point blank, there's nothing better. Well, I can't, you never say never, right? That's the saying, never say never. I'm not gonna say never, but for now, these are the top dogs in my collection. All right, guys, so thank you guys for watching. It has been your boy BT. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.